Alright, so we're back with some Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. We're just gonna do some missions, or actually...
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
So we're just gonna, I guess, play these.
You were hospitalized in Dhekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dhekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto. Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy? Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead. He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent. They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dhekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all. What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south. Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established. And Dhekelia sits right on top of it. It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around. So how do things stand? Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up. We're changing ships? We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it? Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There, we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then? We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
Alright, so how about this? We'll listen to 3 of those. Okay. We'll try and listen to 3 of those, after every mission, or when we're doing a mission. But what I want to do first is I want to get the interpreter. Because I kind of like the idea. I like interrogation. However, I can't exactly do it if I can't speak. I don't have someone to speak Russian for me. This is kind of a double negative.
Deploying.
So we'll just see.
The site ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
I don't want to just, like, keep listening to holotapes. I feel like it'd get boring at a point. Is that where I'm going? I think that's where I'm going.
Be careful down there, boss.
God damn it.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
D-Dog! Yes! Yes, I want the doggo.
We'll pick him up.
I think this is where I'm going. No, this is the wrong way. Oh, just go. Jesus! Just go. Alright. That was kind of weird.
There's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate it. That's the target.
Arrived at MOTHERBASE.
So just the three. Oh crap. There we go.
Don't move.
Подожди, не стреляй.
I will take all of you. No, can't take that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You're extracting him?
Side op completed. Extraction arrived at MOTHERBASE. Unit function added.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Yay! Alright.
Please support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Just gonna, you know what? We're gonna walk, and then we're gonna listen to more of these just to get them over with here.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field.
God.
Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
Helicopter has arrived.
The Second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces? Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After MOTHERBASE went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too.
Cool. You know, I wish I could have listened to the whole 20 seconds of that, but Miller wanted to tell me about extracting animals. So. Because apparently that's what's
A long
important.
time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to MOTHERBASE ASAP.
Okay. I was planning on it.
Dee, come back!
Mitch,
Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
he'll get bigger.
Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
DD, right? Oslet raising hounds. Fine. Come on, DD.
Wait, no, come back. I don't want to actually. Oh.
Welcome home, boss.
Please landing zone.
Roger.
I really didn't want the helicopter to leave.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
I look forward to serving them.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Wait, what is that? Oh.
Side ops list updated.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want any more side ops. Stop. Extract the riot SMG. Extract the highly skilled soldier. Okay, I got rewards. Daily bonus. Cool. Alright, but I want to do a mission.
Select a mission.
Destroy the Soviet comms equipment to prevent reinforcements being sent between outposts. Sure.
Mission accept. Heading to Afghanistan.
Let's do it.
Deploying.
Disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Let's put on some music. You know what? For the ride. Oh, I don't have any music. Oh, I do.
Down there, boss.
Map has been updated.
Isn't this just nice? I think this is nice. Crap.
You have arrived at your destination.
First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
The map has been
That antenna is
updated.
one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking.
Okay.
The map has been
Where are your
updated.
Speak.
See, I can't scan anything. Can I? What's the upgrade? Buddy equip? No. I want to upgrade my iDroid.
Please specify a project.
Oh.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I don't even have C4. I have to use grenades. Oh god.
Я не хочу умирать!
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Слушай, если видишь ее, скажи мне.
Проблема. Она исчезает так же быстро, как и появляется.
Что значит исчезает?
Никто не смог подойти к ней достаточно близко, чтобы поговорить.
Похоже на привидение.
Слушай, привидение или нет, я бы не отказался.
Точно. Ладно, мужик, увидимся.
So I could just like pop a grenade up there and just blow it up now. Oh, crap, is that one?
Either destroy that or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Oh, crap.
That radio transmitter is used to relay messages between outposts. Take it out and the mission's complete.
Crap! Ah, well. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna restart this mission. Because honestly, it's been kind of botched up. And I do want the S rank, so.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, let's go. Let's try again. Around here is where I got spotted, I believe. I too... Dickheads. There they are. Okay.
Я не хочу умирать!
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Don't move.
Подожди!
Speak.
Стреляй!
Where are your friends?
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Hands up.
Я не хочу
The
умирать!
map has been updated.
Кто-нибудь, помогите!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
There we go. This is much
You made
better.
it. That radio transmitter is used to relay messages between outposts. Take it out and the mission's complete. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
Alright.
Я не хочу умирать!
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
There we go.
Я не хочу умирать!
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Что с ней? Говорят? Серьезно? Значит, что она не местная.
You gotta extract him.
Если видишь ее, скажи мне.
В том и проблема. Она исчезает так же быстро, как и появляется.
Что значит исчезает?
Никто не смог подойти к ней достаточно близко, чтобы поговорить.
Похоже на привидение.
Слушай, сновидение или нет, я бы не отказался.
Точно. Ладно, уже увидим.
There's a lot of them.
Что это?
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
У нас могут быть нарушители. Полная боевая готовность. Прием. Это КП, понял. Проверьте окрестности. Конец связи.
Шагова! Ау! С тобой все в порядке? Что?
Alright, this is getting heavy. This is really kinda crap.
Всем боевым группам. Это КП. Говорят, атакуют. Все единицы приготовиться к бою.
Destroy the remaining antennas.
The map has been
That antenna is one of the targets.
updated.
There should be more. the second one. That wasn't the last of them, though. Keep going.
Shit!
Outpost captured.
Oh. They're all dead. Cool.
Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
There's one more though. Yeah.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
I'm not letting you guys wake up.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And we'll leave that one in the dumpster.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright. Helicopter. There's more mission tasks, so I want to get all the mission tasks. There's something I'm missing. But I don't know what it is.
Out of ammo? Let the support unit help out if you need to restock. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right away. You've run out of explosives. See anything in the area? Take a look around. If you need a supply drop, call it in from your iDroid.
Well, no, because there's also the mortar. I just feel like there's something I'm missing. Other than, well, the obvious. I got the diamond. Maybe that's a specialist? I'm not sure. Let's just bring him anyway. We'll take him.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Support helicopter.
Roger.
Requested. Extraction arrived at MOTHERBASE. Development project has been added.
See, look at that.
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent. Black carrot. It's something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
See, and now I can create some stuff.
Please specify
Oh.
project.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. We can't land.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Please just land.
Gaining altitude.
Exfiltrated
That's
hot
it.
cell.
You've made it out of the hot zone.
Area of
No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at MOTHERBASE.
All right. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I'm losing GMP.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of MOTHERBASE. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid.
Oh, we have a troublemaker. Yeah, okay.
Boss, we've received a back channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Cool, but I wanna we're just gonna listen to this here.
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation. I remember, but... I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist? Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you.
Whoa.
Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there.
Oh, come on.
Physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah, the doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Cool. Cool beans.
Ocelot, I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves. By the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half Gulag, half hero sword. It was a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
Alright, cool. I can't. Apparently I'm at max GMP level. That's something.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Okay. I know I accidentally... Yeah. Yeah, I don't want the... See, I don't think I'm gonna use the sniper rifle yet, so... It's not suppressed, so it's kinda useless. Let's do a night op. You know what, this will probably be the last mission. And then... So we'll do it in a night op. How about that? Sounds good.
Boss, the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waksin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Waksin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target. Your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Be careful down there, boss.
Whoa, hold up. Whoa. Hold up. Can't forget the Golden Crescent. Oh, there's another one.
Extraction arrived.
That's the Waksin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost.
Oh,
Soviets
God.
consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Okay.
Analysis.
Oh yeah, now I can scan people, huh?
Analysis complete.
Ooh, he's got a skill. Alright, an unknown skill, so we'll take him.
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Speak.
Great. I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. I hope he's all right.
The map has been updated.
Put him right over here. Oh. Ooh. Keep that in mind.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
A sniper? You have nothing I want.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Analysis complete.
Okay, there's a lot of them.
Analysis complete.
Oh, I need him.
Analysis complete.
I need him.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You right here. Honestly, night ops are kind of fun.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Oh, skill.
Лучше посмотреть! Иди за мной!
Extraction failed.
Well, damn it. It failed. We're here. Here, kick you.
Я не хочу умирать!
Speak.
The map has been updated.
Nah. Nah. Do you have any good skin? I'll take it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Where's this blueprint I keep hearing about? Four-wheel drive, Soviet soldier, Soviet soldier.
The target should be somewhere in that area.
Analysis complete.
The Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
You're useless. Can I take you? No, can't. Can't take you.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You I want though. Oh crap.
Кафе, это свой один. Слышу выстрелы. Откуда не ясно. Прием.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Idea. Let's use the C4. Oh! Okay. Foot through wall, I like it. Oh no.
Analysis complete.
I'm gonna need you, so not gonna pop the balloon just yet. This is taking a bit longer than I'd like. You don't see me. Ow, my eyes. Okay, hold up. Where's the C4?
Roger that.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at destination.
You get a boss, you enter the building. Always keep an escape route in mind and indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
Analysis complete.
No.
Is that him? That's the target.
Протез. Я его сделал. Это мой шедевр.
Right. If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to move him.
Я специалист по бионике. Я создаю биомеханические гибриды.
Target extraction confirmed.
Has been
Your objective's
updated.
complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Please select a landing
Yeah, I
zone.
kind of botched this up, didn't I?
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
КП-07, потерял противника. Ищу последней точки соприкосновения. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
Crap!
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Well, there's the first death of the series. And alright, actually, yeah, we'll do that another time. I did it. I pretty much did it. I don't know what this game's talking about.
As requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
Please select a landing zone.
So yeah, no, that's Metal Gear Solid 5. Thank you so much for coming in and watching. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, adios.